So the next example says that find the roots of the quadratic equation 3x square minus 2 root 6x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now let's just start finding the roots of this particular quadratic equation again by using the middle term splitting method. So as we can see over here, we have the value of a as nothing but 3. We have the value of c as nothing but 2. So 3 into 2 is nothing but 6. It means we have to look out for a number whose multiplication or two numbers whose multiplication is nothing but 6, and further with the help of this sign we can say that whose addition is actually nothing but is equal to this number, which is nothing but 2 root 6. Whose addition is nothing but is equal to 2 root 6. So obviously the two numbers will be root 6 into root 6. As we can see, root 6 into root 6 is 6 obviously, and root 6 plus root 6 is actually 2 root 6. So it means that in place of 2 root 6 we can write root 6 plus root 6. So let's just find the factors of this particular equation, as we have 3x square minus of 2 root 6x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now let's just write 2 root 6 as root 6 plus root 6. So we can write this equation as nothing but 3x square minus of root 6 plus root 6x plus 2 is equal to 0. Further we can write this equation as nothing but 3x square minus root 6x minus of root 6x plus of 2, which is equal to 0. Further we can say we have the terms as 3x square minus of root 6 of x minus root 6 of x plus of 2 is equal to 0. Now as we can see over here, we have the terms over here as nothing but 3x square. So furthermore we can write 3 as nothing but root 3 whole square. We can write this as root 3 whole square into x square minus of, further we can write root 6 as nothing but root 3 into root 2. We can write it as root 3 into root 2x minus, further we can write this particular term root 6x as root 3 into root 2x plus of, we can write 2 as nothing but root 2 whole square, which is equal to 0. Now why we are doing this particular transformation is because we just wanted to take the terms common. We just wanted to take the terms common out of the two terms that we will take further. So let us suppose if we are taking these two terms together, so obviously we can take root 3x common out of it. As we can see over here, we can take root 3x common out of it. So the terms that are left out under the bracket or within the bracket is definitely nothing but, first of all, we have a root 3 whole square over here. We have taken 1 root 3 out. So this would be nothing but root 3 of x minus of root 3x is already out. So we have root 2 over here. Further minus of, we can see over here that within these two terms we can take root 2 common. So if I'll take minus root 2 common over here, we'll get the terms as root 3x plus minus would be minus. So this would be minus root 2 whole square. We have taken 1 root 2 already out common. So we have root 2 left over here, which is equal to 0. Now we can see both of these equations, or sorry, both of these terms are actually equal to each other. So it means we can take root 3x minus root 2 common, and hence the terms that are left out is nothing but root 3x minus of root 2, which is equal to 0. As you can see, both of these terms are actually equal to each other. So it means that when we are writing them as of this formation, then the two roots that we will find out should be equal to each other. So hence at the end what we will say that if both of these terms are equal to 0, so either this is equal to 0 or either this is equal to 0, because it is a condition that whenever we will get x minus a, whenever we will get x minus a into x minus b is equal to 0, we will say either x minus a is equal to 0 or either x minus b is equal to 0. So it means x is equal to a or either x is equal to b. So these are two considered as the solution of a quadratic equation. So using the same concept, we will take them equal to 0. So it implies that root 3x minus root 2 is equal to 0, and again root 3x minus root 2 is equal to 0. So as we can see, both of these are equal to each other. So first of all, I'm taking this one and then I'm taking this one. one. So if I'll take this one, so obviously x is nothing but is equal to root 2 by root 3, and similarly for this equation as well, let us suppose I'm calling them first equation, second equation, and from the second equation we'll definitely get the same result as root 2 by root 3. Furthermore, we can write them as nothing but square root 2 by 3 and further square root 2 by 3. It means that both the roots over here are actually equal to each other, and they are nothing but called as the roots of this particular quadratic equation using the factorization method. So I hope the steps related to this question is all clear to you.